So we are here at the Wedgewood Rooms in Portsmouth with Seán McGowan.
Bonjour, how are we, mate?
Bonjour, baguette.
Oui.
Boulangerie.
No.
Yeah, I'm out of
Maybe,
French
I
words.
don't know.
Jambon. That's the only other French word I know. That's
Jambon?
ham.
Yeah.
Why are we just doing French? This is.
I'm not sure. I don't know why I said bonjour. I don't know what's happening.
What's happening is you are on tour and
Yes.
you're coming to the end of a tour,
Yeah.
and that is tonight.
Yes. That's all of those things are correct. Yes.
How's it been going?
It's been great, mate. Yeah. It's been really good. It's been I'll tell you what, it's been a bit of a learning curve, and in terms of the way we've done it this way, the way we've released this record and all the rest of it. So essentially, it's there's just a lot more financially at stake. Obviously, with not working for 3 or 4 years or whatever it was, so there's been a lot more pressure on it, and I guess weirdly, in sort of correlation with that, I've decided just to like lose my mind every night and really sort of make the most of it, because if I don't know how many more, well, one would never know how many more you're going to get to do. So I've been really really going for it and really making the most of it. And it's just been really life affirming, man. Like, really glad that I made the decision to put this record out and to come back and to tour it, because it's just been great. It's been really, everyone's been lovely. Been very sweaty, drank loads of beer, It's been kind of wicked, to be honest, man.
That's how a tour should be. It should be enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I've just loved it, man. Really, really really enjoyed it. And I've done tours that I haven't enjoyed 100% in my life, and every single show has been great. Has been really, really fun, and there's been it's just so good to be back. Really, really, like I was saying this to Ian earlier when we were chatting in there. I always was known as like the angry man, and always people
You don't see him angry at all.
I know, right? I know, but people always used to take the piss out of me. Can I swear on this?
I can cut. It's fine.
You can
it's
cut.
radio, so they're
All
like
right.
Ofcom.
Okay, right, cool.
They don't too like the swears.
I will try not to swear, just to save you editing.
Fuck.
Now it's all on tits after that. It's derailed.
Already, it's like a minute in.
Yeah, it was always gonna happen. But no, I was saying to Ian earlier. I can't remember what I was talking about. Now it's completely fucking gone.
About being an angry man.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry. Jesus Christ. We're both supposed to be professionals, mate.
I'm just merely asking some questions.
Yeah.
I could not predict your answers.
Yeah, that's very true. I haven't had a beer yet. That's probably it. So I was always known as, or always had the mickey taken out of me for looking so angry when I performed. And I've been seeing like photos that come through on like Instagram and stuff on this tour, and I'm just grinning like an absolute arsehole, like just like a Cheshire cat. You're gonna have to bleep that out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess that's a really good sort of indicator as to how I'm feeling about this run, and how I'm feeling about performing at the minute. It's good times, really good times.
Because obviously, like you said, pandemic and all that sort of rubbish did affect affected every artist on like every single level. But you were kind of just really starting out and starting to get some real momentum, and then obviously stopped. And then, like you said, you come back and it's now life affirming. So does that kind of, I'm hoping from what I take from that is the fact that you are now happy and you're looking to carry on and continue in music and keep growing it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Good.
I guess you were bang on in terms of like the timing of COVID. I mean, there's never a good time for the world to end. To end. Yeah, but I was just gearing up basically to have a real punt, get things moving, and obviously none of that could happen. We had loads of cool stuff in the pipeline, and then the fallout, the sort of the domino effect of that was nuts. I was getting emails that were like littered with sort of pleasantries at first, saying I'm really sorry, this gig's been cancelled.
Yeah.
And then the third day and 40 gigs later, it's just date, festival, cancelled, and you're going like, all right, okay. So I guess the hardest thing is having not done that work. Yeah, I had no like financial cushion. So in terms of being creative and creating stuff during lockdown, I was limited because every penny I had to go on, my bills and all the rest of it. So a lot of my friends who were smarter than me and who'd saved and stuff were being able to produce stuff, and whatever that may be, whether it's, for want of a better word, like content and stuff like that. I was sort of a little bit limited with my 1, lack of talent, and 2, lack of money. So
You've got talent.
No, well, yeah. I mean, I'm all right at golf now. Actually, I think that might be a talent. But
we're gonna give up music for golf.
Yeah, I think like I might as well just finally become a Tory, like everyone expected me to anyway. I'm sure to sell out at some point. Just for clarification, that's not happening. That is not happening. Don't worry. But yeah, so I guess like timing wise, it was a nightmare. And then the fallout from that, it was just like one thing after another, and it got to the point. Obviously, everyone dipped in morale and motivation during lockdown. It got to the point where I was just like, oh, sod this. I've put too much money, too much time. Came out of lockdown. Turned 30 this year. I was just like, what am I doing with my life, And like you said, I'm very glad to say that this tour and releasing this record has kind of been like, you're all right at this, There's a reason you've sacrificed everything you ever were going to do with your life in order to pursue this. So I'm feeling a lot better about it all. It's still very much like a long sort of road, I guess, ahead in terms of like making things sustainable and making things sort of run. But I'm up for it, 100%. Yeah,
that's good to hear. Because obviously, I always think, because we Southampton lad, and obviously done the joiners a million times. We used to work as joiners and things like that. And I think there's several levels. Obviously, you've got the local sort of circuit that you do.
Yeah.
And then obviously you then got signed by Extra Mile, which is like the next sort of like step up.
Yeah.
And almost selling out places outside of your hometown. I think that's the difficult thing. And obviously we're at the Wedge today, which for me, when I was growing up, I grew up in Fareham. I had the Joiners and the Wedge. They were my 2 venues. So to sell out, you're close to selling out the Wedge. That's an amazing achievement.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It is a smaller room though. It's not the big room. So still an achievement.
Yeah, still an achievement.
No, very kind of you to say. Yeah, I know what you mean though. I think like that was, each sort of milestone you slowly, tick off, I guess. Yeah. I think you're right. I think as soon as I started selling shows, like I sold out a show in Dublin, and then I was just like something's happening.
Yeah, because that's not even close to home.
No, but I probably was related to like 75% of the audience. Now I think about it, so it's probably it was just because everyone looked like me, just sounded a bit different. But no, you're right. There are milestones, and then signing that deal, and and you learn a lot like along the way as well. You learn like, what works, and there's certain things you agree and don't agree with, and I guess it's just a sort of I don't know. I guess I was just sort of cartwheeling into like this petrol fueled fire, and I was just like, I'll work it out as I go along. Well,
it is it's a bizarre industry. Like there's so many different levels to it, because obviously you got your stadium fillers, and then you've got your punk circuit and things like that. And it's just finding your space and finding your groove, and like you said as well, making it sustainable, because that's a big thing.
I think that's the hardest thing. And when we talk, like I've never made money out of music personally ever, so it's always been like keeping the business afloat and keeping the cash flow going, so you can do the next thing. Always sort of looking beyond to be like, right, maybe one day I'll be able to pay myself minimum wage for a year or something. That was always the way I looked at it. It didn't really bother me. Whereas now, as a 30-year-old with bills and life and all the rest of it, you've got to juggle it. And I'm working as well, so like if I can't take that much time off work, because then I can't pay my rent, and if I can't pay my rent, then My girlfriend would be very, very angry with me. Very angry. Yeah. But yeah, so I guess that's what's changed. This, it's the same for everyone, though, isn't it? It's just getting older and responsibilities changing. But yeah, I'm confident, which I haven't been for I don't know, probably till since COVID. I don't think I've been confident in what I'm good at or if I'm any good. Yeah. So, and I've got that confidence back. So I think that's probably better than anything, because that sort of bleeds into every aspect of your life. You feel better doing whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah. So hopefully this will help boost your confidence, because we have a little game.
Go on. Oh God.
And it's not a game without a prize. So there is a prize,
right?
Which is this big old bar of chocolate.
Holy shit! That is massive.
Thank you. I think that's one of the biggest bars I've ever given away.
Wow, mate! I'm keen to win that.
So the game is called "These Are Your Songs. Surely You Must Know Them."
Oh no!
Where I've played this with a number of acts, and all you got to do is count the number of song titles you hear in this weird little story that I've written using your song titles.
All right, and how do I have to get like 100%? Right?
I mean, it's a big bar of chocolate. I will accept maybe a 10% error.
All right, okay.
Which I've got to work out.
Yeah, I was just about to say, how many titles you got to know? Wait, so it's just song titles?
Just song titles, yes.
All right, go on.
So, well, this is just complete nonsense. I thought you were just another local boy who went off the rails whilst trying to find the Queen of the West. But it turns out you are a little Casanova, and all the things are looking on the up. You once gave me all the money in your account, but it was only £5.25, which, if I'm honest, that barely covered a good cup of tea, and let alone the dinner you promised me. So, really, who on earth are you? But I'm still here. But I still wish you all the best.
Is that it?
That is it.
11.
I got 12.
All right.
So let's go. So, I mean, that's definitely within the 10%.
Yeah.
So you have one, but we've got nonsense.
Yeah.
Local boy.
Yeah.
This is where I can't count. It's going to be really embarrassing. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Off the rails.
Yeah.
Queen of the West.
Yeah.
Casanova.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Money.
Oh, good. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I couldn't count. I couldn't count. I was like,
Miss Money.
I was like, I'm going to show off and be like, no, it's 12. And then you're like, no, we'll just count as 11. You're an idiot.
Yeah. Amazing.
There we go.
Mate, what a time to be alive. Thank you so much, bud. I appreciate it. That's got some weight to it as well.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, mate.
That's bigger than any chocolate I've ever given a Frank, so you can hold
that one
Frank.
over him. Well, I mean, it's nice to finally be bigger than Frank. The geezer's about 4 foot taller than me as well.
That he is.
That's it. Mate, thank you very much. Very kind of you, mate.
There we go. Well, you won. You got within the 10% error.
Yeah,
which was lucky, because I was trying to work out in my head. I was like, so 10% is 1.2. So basically, one song.
Yeah. Well, you if you'd worked that out, you got further along in the mathematics than I did. I can assure you, mate. You were much further along than me. Yeah.
GCSE maths. It does come into account at some point.
It does. Yeah. I also got GCSE maths. I don't know how, but I did. Yeah. Somehow.
Right, so obviously we're on tour at the moment, and the album came out not too long ago. So Who on Earth? It's great. I love your style. This whole genre you're in that I absolutely love, and I love most of the artists in it. But yeah, so it's just another great album. How are you feeling now that it's out? The tour's like pretty much done now. Like you said, tour's been life affirming.
Yeah.
How's the reception of the album been for you? Like, just how are you now feeling like now it's all sort of kind of coming to a sort of close on this chapter, if we will, for the album?
Yeah, I think it's been it's been great, to be honest with you. I think it feels more like an album of someone my age. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of the response I'm getting, I think people are realising that what I'm talking about now is different to what I was talking about when I was writing when I was 20, which, thank God for that.
You've worked out how to mature.
Yeah, well, yeah, in some ways, certainly. But yeah, no, I mean, there was a lot that went into the writing process. I wanted to be more to the point. I wanted shorter songs. I tried to show off too much, and in a lot of like my early writing, where it's just like me basically flexing, saying that I can rhyme anything I want, and I'm going to cram as many words into as many sentences as I want, and everyone's going to listen to me, and everyone's going to be like, wow, what a poet. And then you realise you're just an absolute bellend, and it's like, do you know what? Just try and write good songs.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things I focused on in that. Is I felt like I could be so wordy that my points would sometimes be missed or misinterpreted, that which didn't really bother me too much. People can think what they want. So I just wanted to be more to the point. I wanted shorter songs. I wanted to sing more as well, because I knew there was a singer somewhere inside me. And
you found him.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Yeah, Jesus, live, it doesn't always work. That was one thing. That was a rude awakening. So I sing at the top end of my register on a lot of this album. And like when when you're 6 gigs in a row in, and you're just like, oh mate,
why did it not make this just a little bit lower?
Yeah. It's like, why is it in this key? I don't even know what key it's in, but it's the wrong key.
We'll just go a key lower.
Yeah,
don't know how to do that, but we'll do it.
5 billion keys lower, so I can Tom Waits it or something. But so no, it's been great, mate, and it's been received really well, and I've been very humbled by that, to be honest with you. And obviously, as mentioned before, like to be completely honest with you, like financially, it's I risked all of my savings, like everything I had, in the production of the vinyl CDs and CDs. So literally every single penny I had, I put into it. So to have broken even on that is like, it's weird. It's just a relief. You get the pride, obviously, of the music, but you know, as an adult human, you've got to be sort of honest with yourself and be like, you know, that was touch and go, and I was you know, cacking myself, you know, thinking about that. So it's been great, and just really, really, really enjoyed releasing again and showing people, like, you know, what I've done. The hardest thing is this was recorded in 2021, in the summer of 2021.
So it's a while ago now.
Yeah, so I'm sick of these songs, you know, like in terms of listening to them. Yeah. So everyone's just like, it was funny because Benny, who's stepped in on guitar, because Dino can do the tour, and it's like, you know, you're having to listen to the songs to play along with him when he's teaching him parts and stuff, and I'm just like, oh my God, like,
not this again.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, man. If you record an album and spend that as much money as I did, you're like, I want to keep listening to this. I was listening to it walking to work and stuff. I was just like, you know, bored the tits off myself eventually. So it's been so good to sort of revisit it now when other people are listening to it, you know, and sort of listening to it from other people's point of view, you know,
having them enjoy it.
Yeah, man, it's sick. It's
amazing. Well, thank you for your time. We absolutely love you. Of course we do.
Thank you.
Yeah, and hopefully this does sound like a very bright future for Seán McGowan.
Yeah, we'll see, man. And thank you for all of your support as well, mate. It doesn't go unnoticed, so I appreciate it, man.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Sound, man. No worries.